there. Hello there. Hello there.
Hello there. I am Louis P. Schreier, the host of the Peter Steele podcast. Tonight we're kind of going to recap the crazy week that was NFL free agency, and as always, this show is Peter Steele and sex appeal. And help me out again tonight, co-host, Packer insider extraordinaire, Bryce Ripley.
What's up, buddy?
Hello there. Hello there. Hello there.
Hello there.
I added that the other day, and I was doing the ticker and all that stuff. You know what that is, right?
No.
It's Obi-Wan Kenobi, Star Wars.
Yeah.
When he jumps down to fight Grievous.
Hello there.
Probably one of those people. I'm just one of those people that never got into that stuff.
Dude, Star Wars is everything.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Star Wars is the tale of it's the ultimate farm boy story, Little farm boy Luke Skywalker out in the middle of nowhere, and I can't remember the planet name, but didn't know what kind of talent he had. God, he didn't know he was a Jedi. You know what I mean? He's just a farm boy. He's out there farming water, basically farming sand. And then this old bastard comes up to him and goes, need to save the universe. And there he is, killing Darth Vader. Finds out Darth Vader's his dad. What a fucking story. That is one of one.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
It made a lot of money.
Speaking of that kind of shit, dude, I am a huge Ghostbusters fan. You know this. Like, Ghostbusters is my jam. Like, like the first movies, that is like my favorite movies of all time. And then they came out with obviously the one with Melissa McCarthy. It's kind of a flop.
I didn't see it.
It's really not that good. It's funny. It's time killing. Not that good. But then they did the spin-off, or not really spin-off, but so the Redman family rewrote a script, and that's who directed the first and second one, the Redmans. And sure as shit, they got that script. I had seen that comment. It's just spam from Twitch. The Redman family wrote that script, and every single, obviously at this point, Egon's dead, so Harold Ramis could not be a part of the movie. So the other three Ghostbusters, the original ones, signed off on it. Like, let's do it, and they all made an appearance in it to be Ghostbusters Afterlife, and they did a really good job of that. They even like sent off Egon in the right way. Like, they CGI'd his character and as a ghost, helping him fight off the bosses and stuff. It's so cool. Like, it's like really like, for me as a fan, it really hit home. And then now the second one's coming out the 22nd, which I'm really excited about. They're back in New York. It's going to be a lot of fun, dude. I am so pumped up.
Well, that's good. Like, as a fan, like you see these remakes that they just don't pan out, or they're just so off the wall. And
I think they got like a relatable cast too. Like, Paul Rudd is one of the lead characters in it. Like, Paul Rudd is like one of the most relatable human beings on the planet.
He's really good. Yeah.
And then the female actress too. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. But then they like the kids. They all kind of revolve around Egon. So like, their mom is Egon's daughter, and then the two kids obviously are his grandkids. And they did it in such a right way, and I'm really excited now for the second one, especially like adding a new villain too. It's going to be a fresh breath of air too, like a whole new villain.
Hopefully they don't go too over the top with everything with that.
Well, if they're going to keep on making movies, if you're going to go over the top, make sure you follow it up. You know what I mean? That's my
you have
thing.
to. Yeah, I mean, you have to. Yeah, it's got to make sense.
And I'm happy they didn't go in the direction of like bringing back the villain in the second movie. They're not following that same pattern. They're doing their own thing, which to me that's kind of that's a really good thing in my opinion. Vigo was the number 2 villain.
So I have to ask you, speaking of shows and movies, and I don't know if you heard this, but Little Nicky 2 returning.
I don't know if that is enough to keep me interested in anything that Adam Sandler does. I thought the first one was perfect. I really loved the first one.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting to see if he can do. I don't know. I don't know if I could see him doing a series with it. That'd be really interesting. But
I think the only Adam Sandler movie, or maybe there's two of them. There's two Adam Sandler movies that you can maybe do a spin-off on, and I think they are doing Happy Gilmore.
Okay.
And I think Big Daddy is the other one they can do a spin-off on with Adam Sandler again. Those are like the only two. I don't think Little Nicky. I don't think he can, especially with Carl Weathers passing. Like you can't like do Little Nicky again without like that comic relief of Carl Weathers playing Chubbs again in Little Nicky. So
Or you mean Happy Gilmore?
No, Chubbs is in Little Nicky too.
Chubbs is it? Oh yeah, that's right. He's he's playing the piano. Yeah, that's right. He is. Yeah. That is very right. Yeah, I apologize. Yeah,
I just watched it like 2 weeks ago. I was fucking on the Michigan candy, and I sitting back watching the movie.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. I mean, it's almost like it makes me nervous that they want to touch that stuff, But
to each their own. I mean, I hope it does good, and I hope it's gets good reviews, and I go back and watch it, and I really enjoy it. But I just don't think. I don't think it's a good move for Adam Sandler personally.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched Inglourious Basterds?
Of course, yeah.
So the role of Eli Roth in that movie is the Bear Jew.
Yeah.
That was originally wrote for Adam Sandler.
Really?
Yeah. I was listening to Howard Stern talking to Adam Sandler, and that was a big part of it. The thing is like they're talking about like roles that he wished he could have took up. And he goes, they wrote Inglourious Basterds, the role of Bear Jew is wrote for me.
See, I think that they hit a home run on that.
Eli Roth, dude, that was that was actually a perfect cast. I think about it.
They did such a good job with that movie, and that's a Tarantino, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Tarantino.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't ever question his decisions on stuff like that.
Yeah. Have you got Apple TV at all?
I don't know.
So they have the next series of like Band of Brothers. They did the Band of Brothers series, and they did the Pacific, and then they did a movie with Tom Hanks called Greyhound, which was like the Navy part of that.
Okay.
And then they right now they just got done showing Masters of the Air. It's a series on Apple TV, and that is, I'm not all the way done with it yet, but that so far has been. If that doesn't win awards at the end of the year, I would be fucking shocked because that is so well done. Everything is so well done. They bring in so many different characters. I can't explain how good it is. And like you get like, I remember watching Band of Brothers, and even like for that sake, Saving Private Ryan, like when you like the D-Day scene, like when you see all these guys hitting the beach, and it's just like you just see people falling. Like you kind of can capture. Obviously, you're never going to capture what the guys went through, but like you can capture the vision they seen. And they had that scene of the planes going over all those boats to go hitting the beach at Normandy, and you just like get like the overhead view of like what could have been if you were there, and it's just like holy shit.
I mean, just think, yeah. I mean, as good as the speakers are now, I mean, you can turn that up and just like really,
oh man,
put yourself. Almost like you'd have to close your eyes and visualize it, But like the smells and the noise and the gun, they do a good job. I will say that Hollywood does probably a good job of that.
I will say that Tom Hanks does a phenomenal job at directing that kind of stuff. Like he is a really good storyteller, and
historical fact type dude that wants to get it right. And I appreciate those people in that realm of society, I guess.
See, I also like the Tarantino side of it too, where you can take history and turn it into something fun, like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. You know what I mean?
For sure, yeah. No, it's all there. It takes all kinds of kinds, but I mean, it's like it's awesome. All of it's cool. Yeah. All of it's good.
I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is still probably my favorite movie of all time. I fucking love that movie.
I started it and I couldn't finish. I didn't finish it. I went to bed, but I need to watch it.
Dude, the ending is the best, dude. You missed out the best part.
Yeah, I gotta watch it. Don't spoil it. I gotta sit down and watch that.
What the fuck are these hippies doing in my fucking driveway? Anyways, yeah, historically, I guess for week one of the NFL free agency, it's been kind of a roller coaster. Like the first 4 or 5 hours were definitely the most electric, and this week, after our show, I mean, really nothing huge popped up other than obviously you get like the drama pool, and you said there's a wide receiver in New York that wants to trade now.
It sounds like they're looking at Alan Lazard. They're trying to move Alan Lazard.
See, and my take on that is like seriously, like Alan Lazard wants to trade. I don't think there's a single general manager that wants to fucking trade him for a can of Coca-Cola. It makes no fucking sense. Like, what are you trying to prove with a trade out of New York? Yeah. There's really not a single. I don't think he's a 3 anywhere. Honestly, I mean, he was a 3 in Green Bay with a well-versed offense with 2 good running backs. I mean, at that time they didn't have the tight ends they had, but like. Your blemishes were covered up because you had a Hall of Fame quarterback throwing you the ball. I mean, nobody wants that cap hit. I mean, he's a giant cap hit for a number maybe 4 receiver on any other offense. He's not even on our offense. I would take Wicks. I would take anybody.
Yeah, and I think it also it shows like Aaron Rodgers likes his guys, and that's fair. I get it. But he had no like literal pull with anything, in my opinion. Like you won 1 Super Bowl, you didn't even get to 2. Okay,
yeah.
Like he got so much more pull in Green Bay because he was excellent. He was MVP, but I think that's all he cared about. I think he, at the end of the day, he was able to sleep at night to say that, hey, I did my job.
So I think you look like historically, like some of these quarterbacks, like you see, like historically Tom Brady took less.
I don't like when people bring that argument up because Tom Brady had a wife at the time making more money than he was making.
Yes,
he was able to do that.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, he did take market less. And even if he weren't to take less, I mean, he'd still be financially off. You know what I mean? Like he played for 80 years,
but he got that big contract when he won.
Yep.
So at that point, I think he was single or just starting to meet this girl. Won a couple more Super Bowls, and then it's like, oh man, you do whatever you want to do, bud. And
but Patrick Mahomes just restructured. He cleared I think it was like $22.5 million off the Chiefs cap.
Yeah, that's another guy. Like he's there now. He's gonna be able to do those things.
Yeah, see, Aaron would never do that.
He would never do that. Yeah, he would never do that.
No, Aaron wouldn't do that. Mahomes, obviously, to me, it shows a lot about Mahomes' character. Like he wants to win.
He's a team guy. Yeah.
He gets a bad rap. Everybody hates Patrick Mahomes, because he's a winner. Everybody hated Brady too because he's a winner. But
I don't even think it's because Patrick Mahomes is a winner. I think it's his brother and his wife. That's why they hate.
That's enough to hate them too, I guess.
And even Travis Kelce, like you look at the nation, it's probably 40% people that don't hate Travis Kelce. It's the Taylor Swift thing that pisses people off. Like if you don't like that,
not his fault.
It's not, and it is what it is. But the football fan doesn't like to see her every 4 seconds either. That's all.
I get that, but at the end of the day, that's not. Travis is on the field playing ball.
Right. It's the media's fault. Dude.
It's the media's fault.
Of course it is. It's not Travis Kelce's fault.
No.
He's just a man living.
Yeah.
And maybe he did it as a bit. Who knows? But
he's just a guy that living his dream, man. He's just a kid from Cleveland, Cleveland Heights, living his fucking dream, man.
He seems to be a good dude. His dad or his brother seems to be a great dude.
All right, I'm gonna go run through the comments real quick.
Yeah. See, it's the family, man.
Is Tom Brady really coming back? No, Tom Brady's not coming back. We just stated that Tom Brady took less to win championships. It's the Mahomes family. I agree. I said this before about Kelsey. It's the Gronkowski effect. He's kind of a douche, or he is a douche.
And maybe, yeah, he might be. I mean, he's Mr. Pfizer, man. I know that.
Mr. Pfizer.
I think he's a sellout. I do think he is a sellout. That's the problem I have with him. Is he is like you throw money at his face and he'll do the puppet dance. And I feel like this whole thing with Taylor Swift, what if it doesn't work out? Like, it's going to come back on him and it's not going to be good.
I'm just curious what that song's going to be called. Is it going to be called Arrowhead?
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ.
It's going to be like My Sunday Nightmare.
Yeah, My Sunday Nightmare.
Yeah. I can't fly my jet to Arrowhead anymore.
It is what it is, man. It's
middle school girls will love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody's gonna eat it up, and Travis Kelce will be public enemy number one, and everybody's
dude. Travis Kelce will be the ace of spades.
And he's gonna be on fucking New Heights with Jason, just laughing it up.
Yeah, he'll be standing there with Donald Trump on the end of the plank, like, yeah, we fucked up, I guess.
Shit. But,
that's true.
Yeah, other news and fucking Calvin Ridley goes out, signs a big deal with the Titans, 4 years, $92 million.
Big, aren't they? Aren't they regretting getting rid of Brown, huh?
Yeah, I just don't know. Like, Tennessee is just they're just that team, man. Like, they were always relevant with Vrabel. You know what I mean? Like, they are always right there. And then, like, this last year just kind of went haywire because they didn't have a quarterback.
Right.
And Henry's he's part of that era of running backs where they're great, but is he losing a step? It makes sense to get rid of him. I understand that. And then they started losing defensive pieces, and they had to rebuild the culture. And then you hear behind the scenes that the general manager was scared of Mike Vrabel, which I don't fucking blame him.
Yeah.
If Vrabel was in my building too, pissed off because he was losing, I wouldn't be he's a New England guy. You know what I mean? He's upset when he's not winning. These guys are wired different. You know what I mean? Like, you watch that documentary on Apple with the Patriots, you just get that sense of this guy is built different. He is a winner. It's what he's wired to do. And he doesn't lose, he's gonna fire back. And he's that's the way he's seen it throughout the majority of his playing career. If you're not producing, you're gone. That's the business. It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Right. Speaking of that, what does he say? We have a passing interest in bringing Hyde back. Think he's got anything left in the tank?
We were just talking about this, and I think where there's smoke, there's fire usually. I think that there's a real possibility he does come back. From what I've read, there's mutual interest. There's not just one side. I guess it's both sides. There's mutual interest in making this happen. I think bring him back. He would be. I mean, if you watched him play this past year, he was solid. I watched. The Bills are prime time quite a bit. So I mean,
that is huge experience on that back end. Period. He would be that leader of that back end of that defense, and him and McKinney.
I think if you were to bring him, if they do that deep safety thing, man, you're letting McKinney do that every deep zone where that ball goes. I'm going to be there with it. You let Nixon. Nixon's back. Nixon Hyde covering up the slots. Micah Hyde has the size too to cover up tight ends. I mean, he's done it basically his whole career.
Yeah, but if you're talking about the standard running of the 4-3,
yeah, that's
those are two great. And I don't care where you put McKinney. I think McKinney, he can be a nickel, he can be a dime corner.
Yep.
I want Micah Hyde on that back. He has the most experience. He's seen all these guys. That would be the best signing. Like, for them to bring back, like, that'd be huge.
And we forget that Micah Hyde was a team captain. You know what I mean? He's a leader. You know what I mean? He's also a great leader. So, and that young defense, you need that.
He is a team. He was a great dude. The only reason the Packers got rid of that guy, he didn't want to play in Green Bay. It was Dom Capers.
Dom Capers and Ted Thompson.
Don
They just-
Capers, they drove those guys out of town, dude. Period.
Yeah.
They weren't going to
Well, I think we kind of seen that too with what's his name, Matt Berry, or is it Matt Berry? Yeah, Matt Berry.
Well, the Packers weren't going to give Micah Hyde that kind of money anyway.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but it's like,
I mean, they got the money to throw around. I mean, we brought back AJ Dillon. That's happening
for a small price, and then you're
for
going
for a very team. Well, he even said it too. Like, it didn't matter what the price was. He wanted to be in Green Bay. He outright said that. Live on he had his gaming stream up. He was doing Farm Simulator or something like that, and he was, he's seen the news of Josh Jacobs signing the Packers, and he just happened to say live on a stream because I love Green Bay. Green Bay knows that. I love everybody in that Packers organization. They know that.
Yep.
And he kept on just saying it. I love Green Bay. And he goes, when I can't stop running, I'll be a long snapper. So I guess that shows what the talent means to him, or what the city means to him. And obviously he's a mayor of Door County, so they keep their mayor for another year.
Yeah, he's a lot like he reminds me, just as a fan favorite, he reminds me of Donald Driver a lot. Not the backstory, but just the fan favorite, the guy that everybody loves to see, or they would go, if he showed up, like they'd be just stoked about it.
I'm going to throw a curveball at you. With them bringing back AJ Dillon, does that kind of show the strength of this draft class coming in?
Yeah, I think at least in Brian Gutekunst's eyes, I think that's exactly what he's thinking. And maybe Dillon just had a bad year and he shuts us all these haters like myself up.
Yeah,
I'm not opposed to it. I think he could, but my outlook says it's hard. It's going to be tough, but we need somebody to share those carries, and Jordan Love will only be better for that, in my opinion.
Yeah, so I'm pulling up the draft big board. I think this is top 10, which is just all I really want anyways. I really don't want to see every single name. But so the best running backs allegedly coming out of the NFL. I say allegedly because everybody knows in these draft classes for running backs, it's always that one guy in the first round and like four guys in the fourth round that stand out. That's just how the NFL goes. So number 1, Jonathan Brooks out of Texas. Number 2, Trey Benson out of Florida State. Number 3, who I honestly would take number 1, would be Blake Corum out of Michigan.
See, that would be the guy I would pick as well.
Yeah. And number 4, Bucky Irving from Oregon. And Audric Estime out of Notre Dame. Number 6, Braylon Allen out of Wisconsin. Number 7, Marshawn Lloyd out of USC.
Yeah, I think, you know what? I think, honestly, based on the combine,
I will say this, though, before you – I don't want to interrupt you, but they had number 10, Will Shipley. And he's just that gadget back where he's 5'11", he's fast, and he's very versatile, man. The couple of games I watched at Clemson this year, I really liked him as running back, man. He's just a gadget player. He's 5'11", he can throw him in a slot, he can do different things with him. I really like it. I really do like Will Shipley, actually.
Yeah, I mean, if he fits your scheme, he would fit a good scheme like the 49ers have, with McCaffrey. But Blake Corum, man, I mean, did you see how strong that guy is?
Oh, he's a freaking monster, bro.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I just think like he's a freak, dude, and I think he's gonna wreck the NFL if he gets in there. If he gets a shot in the right spot,
Yeah.
A place like Dallas would be a good place for him to go.
I think that's the only option they have, though. They don't have any money to do anything else but draft, so they have to nail their draft, or otherwise you're going to start seeing a sinking ship in Dallas.
Yeah, they've had to re-sign what they're doing. CeeDee Lamb, Micah Parsons, also they're working on.
Well, there's interest in Dallas and AJ Dillon.
Well, right, that's fine, but I'm saying that the Dallas Cowboys now are working on. Right now, they're working on CeeDee Lamb and Micah Parsons
And Dak Prescott. He's on his last year of his contract.
Dak Prescott, yeah, dude, that's That's a huge party. That's 20% of your cap, probably.
Yeah, it's probably more than that. I mean,
20
the going rate right now for outside linebackers, man, that's a number.
20. Well, I mean, the salary cap went up, but I mean, it'll be 25% of their cap.
Cap went up. The cap went up, but you got to factor too. Like if you look at Justin Jefferson turned down $30 million a year.
Yeah, because he knows he can get more.
Yeah. So
why is that?
If I'm CeeDee Lamb, you know what I mean? Like why am I signing the contract until Justin Jefferson does? You know what I mean?
That's a problem. Is that's the thing? Is that might be the problem at the negotiating table, but eventually, I think it'll come down to security of your family and all that, whatever situation their life is in. Things that we're not aware of, but who's your guys' pick on best team for next season?
I think I'll probably drop some jaws, but Houston Texans.
Wow, why?
They're very similar to Green Bay.
Well, they definitely built that defense up.
They've built the defense. They got obviously they have a really good coach, and they have a really good quarterback. They have a lot of draft capital. Thank you, Cleveland. And I think they have the most upside with the draft capital they have and what they've already done.
So who's your NFC team?
It's a coin flip. Green Bay and Detroit.
I'd say those are.
I said it since they signed Dan Campbell. That is probably the best coach in NFC.
Ooh.
Those players are run through a fucking wall for that man.
Well, they play well for him. I question his decisions in games. That's my only thing.
Well, he even came out on the podium and said, like, I don't want my family to watch these games because I'm going to break their fucking heart. You know what I mean?
Well, he owns it, though. Like, so it's like you have nothing but forgiveness for the man because he owns it. Who's your Stanley Cup pick for the season?
Oh, man. Stanley Cup. Lord Stanley's Cup. That's a really tough one because there's three teams I really like. I don't have a favorite NHL team, and I've been on the fence about this for a while. Like, I really want to pick a team to go with.
Dude, I know. I'm with you. I am so with you.
I love watching hockey, man. I really, really, really like the teams I have watched from Edmonton. I think they're just that team. They have so many scorers.
Sean, who would you pick? If you were to tell a newborn, the people watching, if you were to tell a newborn fan of the NHL who to root for, who has the best, who's the most worthy team? I mean, that's the real question. I don't think I'd pick anybody from Florida. I'll tell you that. But
yeah, I would say Edmonton, New York, because the Rangers are just tough. They score and they have that. I can't remember his name, but he's a big son of a bitch. Likes to just drop the gloves. Yeah. He's a modern day enforcer. And number 3, I do like Toronto too, as another team that can put those pucks in the net. But the Golden Knights are going to be tough. They're always tough. They're just Knights are tough. I think I don't think the Coyotes are in the race, but I think they have a lot of upside. Arizona Coyotes, they have a lot of upside there. They have that fucking kid. Is just I can't remember his name. Speedster. Just one of those guys who can deke himself to the net and put it in there, man. He's just tough.
Yeah, I know the team out in Denver, the Avalanche, man. They've been nothing but solid for a few years too, man. I mean, they know how to play some hockey. I mean, looking at the standings here, you have Vegas is sitting at 13 overall in the NHL. So they're about in the middle of the road. Looking at the top teams, so you got Florida Panthers, Vancouver Canucks, Boston Bruins, New York Rangers, and the Colorado Avalanche and Dallas Stars. Those are your top 6.
So there's one random stat I do know about Boston. They have the most goals scored in the third period.
Most goals scored in the third.
Yeah. So they're a late team. They come back in the end and they win the game. I watched Rangers and Bruins the last game I watched, and that was a fun one to watch.
Yeah,
Hockey's fun, dude. You ever gone to a hockey game?
No, dude, it's on my. I need to do it.
Do it. I will next year. Let's go to a Badger hockey game.
Yeah, I'd love to. I really want to go to an NHL one too.
You can ask Darren too. I got a sweet Wisconsin Badgers hockey sweater. It is fucking sweet.
There's the doctor that I used to work for at Gunderson. Her name is Dr. April Farrell. She's a dermatologist. Her son and her two sons play for La Crescent hockey.
Yep.
And her son is Wyatt Farrell. I don't know if he broke the record, but he was like right there with the Minnesota State scoring record for high school.
That's a big deal. That
is a huge deal.
It's a hockey state.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge deal. And super under projected here in our area, in my opinion, as far as what he was doing. But I mean, the kid's a stud. Unfortunately, they lost. I think they lost the. I feel like it was the sectional semifinal of their hockey playoff, I guess. But yeah, that's hockey state, man. It got no attention at all. Oh, he tied it.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, so he tied it. 196 career goal.
Got a shout out right there. Good for him, man.
Yeah, I mean, they used to live out in California. You know, she used to tell me about them traveling and all that. But yeah, those kids can play some hockey, dude. Really cool. I think Dad was a big hockey player too in his heyday. So yeah,
hockey's a fucking sport, dude. And those guys are. Everybody's like, "Oh, baseball, such a grueling season." Like, yeah, fuck you. Lace pads on and get fucking your ass kicked every night. You know what I mean?
I've never played. Yeah, I've never played the game, dude. I can't even imagine. Oof.
Oh man, they're so fast. Like I remember, like me and Wyatt went to that Wild game, and like the speed, dude, they're so incredibly fast. You know, just I couldn't imagine like trying to wrangle a fucking puck on the next to the fucking where the outskirts are. Just take a shot out of nowhere. Just to, oof, couldn't imagine. CT is real.
I think it's how it is, man, all the time, and the work that those guys put in, and it's incredible, dude. It's just such an underrated sport.
Fucking puck skill. It's like football though, in a sense. Like all the little skills you have to make yourself a great athlete. Like it's the same thing in every sport.
Hockey would be the same level of the NFL if the rules were as simple to understand like they are in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like it's hard. Like even now I'm like, I mean, I guess I haven't really sat and watched a full game, but you got to know the rules to see what's going on, what's being called, why is this? What's a power play? Why are all these? What's going on?
Well, power play. I can simplest for you right now. Power play is when it's 4-on-5, basically.
Oh, right. Yeah, I get that, but I mean, the average fan, the person, the average. It's like kind of there's a lot of things you got to keep up with in that game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Compared to football, it's like, oh, that guy's out, next guy comes in. So it's always like accounted. It's always accounted for. I think people just don't, like myself at first. I don't. It was like, whoa.
Yeah, hockey is a sport I'm trying to get into. I think I'd get more into it if I picked a team to like root for. I don't want to cheer for Minnesota sports. I think they're all dog shit. I don't want to be a part of their culture. I just think that if I'm going to pick a team, it might be a Canadian team.
That's fair.
And it's nothing against. I don't. Same thing too. I guess in Chicago, I don't want to cheer for a Chicago team. I just don't.
Yeah. I had to leave my Chicago Bulls fandom behind after the fans booed Jerry Krause's wife in the Ring of Honor ceremony. I said, that's not what I really want to be a part of.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
don't care about the NBA one way or the other, but
Yeah. Anyways, well, I guess you want to talk basketball. The Badgers got a big win today.
they beat the hell out of Maryland.
Yeah, everybody was getting a little bit getting a little bit scared for Badgers this year, and maybe they're heating up here at the right moment. They won 87-56 over Maryland today in the Big Ten tournament.
Well, they started out. I think they hit shots. They were 9 for 12 from the arc.
That's been the biggest damn thing with them, man. It's just like they're such a talented team. They just don't put the goddamn ball in the basket. That's the biggest part of the fucking game. And maybe Greg Gard's not the guy. I don't want to be that guy that sits here and harps on Greg Gard. I think he gets enough of that in the radio, but like fucking A.
But dude, it's like there's so many fans, and I think it's been going on for so long too. It's not like just this year. I mean, it's been going on
Since he took over.
I mean, a couple years. It was like it could have been changed.
It's like Wisconsin basketball got stale after Decker and Kaminsky went to the NBA.
Yeah, well, when Bo Ryan left, I mean, when Bo Ryan left the facility, it was, let's watch Bronson Koenig finish out his deal, and
Bronson Koenig.
Well, Johnny Davis was the better one, probably, but you know what I mean. I don't know. Koenig was good.
I lost my camera.
Yeah, you did.
Where's my camera? My camera is unplugged. Give me 1 second. Where the hell is my camera unplugged? I didn't even touch it. Yeah, Koenig, he was fun to watch. I'm still, like, to this day, I'm kind of upset that Christopherson never went to Wisconsin, but and we got radio. There we go. I'm back. I need to get a better setup here. I got this computer built, and I got fucking wires and cords everywhere. So,
wires and cords.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, need some zip ties.
It's just how everything's laid out. I have a table, like a picnic table, basically. I guess you can call it. It's got my screen in front, and I got my PC in the back. So my controller, which is powering my headset, which is powered to my PC, runs this way. And then I got my camera that runs back this way. There's shit everywhere. I got to find a way to clean it up.
Gotcha.
I'm actually going to do dual monitors eventually. I'm going to do a monitor. I might go above and below. Or maybe keep one, or maybe move this one vertical. No. I want a better gaming monitor, so I might do this monitor, main monitor being like the high speed one. Maybe I'll do this one above or this one to the side, so I can research without leaving the screen. That way I don't look like an idiot and trying to read.
You know who I saw got re-signed today?
Who do you see?
Jake Hansen. Remember him, the lineman from Oregon that the Packers picked? That guy is still getting re-signed.
It's a gadget guy.
I mean, he had. There was like when he started, because the Packers drafted him, and he had like a depression issue or something. Had to take some time away.
Oh yeah, that's who you're talking of. Yep.
And he is like battling his ass off to stay on a roster. Like, that's a good story, I think. I couldn't believe it. Like, the Jets said, yeah, sign this guy. And he got re-signed.
Good for him.
That's what I think, too, man. I was like, damn, good for you, man. That's awesome. It's a good story, I guess.
Yeah, Eric Armstead signed the Jaguars today.
Yeah, Jaguars. Yeah, and that's going to be an average defense still. I mean, they'll be 15 around there.
They're not going to beat out Houston.
You're not going to beat. I don't think Houston's going to be much of a difference that they were last year, though, either. It's not like they got these ginormous studs. Like
No,
it's not like they
they don't have ginormous studs, but they got is a complete team. And when you have a complete team, that's a completely different than having one or two difference makers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I think the best teams draft.
Well, I think we've seen that though with the Packers. You know what I mean? Like they had
A lot of them.
like the 2010 Packers. It wasn't the fact that they had a great quarterback, and at the time they had they weren't recognized as great wide receivers. They weren't recognized for that until the year after. They have a lot of good pieces, and they had a great offensive line. They had a lot of good pieces on offense, minus Ryan Grant and fucking James Starks. But they had a lot of good pieces, and then defensively they had B.J. Raji, they had Brady Papanga, Frank Zombo, Clay Matthews, A.J. Hawk, Al Harris, Sam Shields, Nick Collins. Was it Bigby at safety, and Charles Woodson? But still, they had one or two studs, and then everybody else is a great piece. They had so much depth across that defensive line, from Colin Jenkins to B.J. Raj. They couldn't miss. That's the most important part to winning the Super Bowl is having depth. And man, A.J. Dillon signing, you think about it, it's good depth. NFL player.
Guys that have been in the system, guys that know how to play, and they played with it. I'm not saying A.J. Dillon is a bad signing. I just like you said, yeah, it definitely tells me that pro scouts aren't totally sold on this running back class.
Yeah.
And it looks like even the Eagles said that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Eagles signed Devin White today too, inside linebacker, former Buccaneer, Super Bowl champion.
We'll see how that fits. And it sounds like he had a lot of errors after the Super Bowl. He's kind of declined in a big rate.
He's over 30.
And he was elite. Elite middle linebackers stay elite usually.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying though? Like elite. Now I'm talking guys like Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, Patrick Willis. Consistency, and it makes me wonder. As a GM, I don't know.
I'm excited, man. I think it'll be a fun season. All the shakeup in the league, a lot of stars left. You know what I mean? A lot of stars hit the market this year. I'm actually kind of excited to see what Kirk Cousins does with a pro team again.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the Bears, dude. I'm excited to see the revamped Bears. They do.
Everybody hates the Bears, but to be honest with you, the NFL's better when the Bears are good.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's good that.
Well, it's like Colin Cowherd's take on Michigan football. The last couple of years of college football have been interesting because Michigan and Ohio State are both relevant.
I think it's just prestige.
Yeah. But it's not Rich Rodriguez, you know what I mean? It was
I think
Jim
when
Harbaugh.
Prestigious schools are good, it makes college football great. It gives it nostalgia.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I think it, it brings us back.
Except Nebraska. Fucking Nebraska.
Oh, man. But Nebraska, man, if they could get those days with Eric Crouch, those Amon Green, those are awesome days for Nebraska football. And another team I would like to see get good is the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Yeah, they were fun to watch back, and I guess when we were younger, and they're pushing out fucking good players all the time.
Really good players, yeah, dude. Like that kid, that walk-on, Brian Burlsworth.
Yeah,
that's an excellent. I just watched that movie, Greater, on Amazon Prime. It was good. I mean, what a nice human being that kid was. It'd be awesome to see that. Remember Ryan Mallett? I think he's passed now, but
yeah, he passed away of the overdose.
Yeah, man. I mean, he put the Razorbacks back on the map a little bit. Darren McFadden was another guy.
McFadden, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Was it also what was the other one? Wasn't there a two-back tandem with McFadden there?
Yeah, let me look that up quick.
Is it Felix Jones?
No, I thought Felix Jones was Auburn with
Was it Auburn?
Was it Felix Jones at Cadillac Williams?
That might be right. No, Arkansas. Yep,
Oh, maybe it was those two then.
Yeah, it was. It was.
So who wasn't in Auburn? It was Cadillac Williams and
It was Cadillac and
Cedric Benson.
no. It was Cadillac and Carnell, wasn't it? No, Carnell is Cadillac, right?
Yeah.
Man, now I feel bad not knowing this.
God, I thought it was Ronnie Brown, Cadillac Williams. Ronnie Brown's a stud, dude. I can't believe I forgot that. Yeah.
Ronnie Brown, duh. Yeah, shit. The Wildcat.
He was so fun to watch, Ronnie Brown.
Yeah, he was a good player. He was tough.
He's right up there with running back tandems in college football, the Green Bay Packers ones. Or not, sorry, the ones with the Badgers, fucking James White and Monte Ball, and jeez.
Who do you think is the best running back out of Wisconsin of all time?
Just collegiately or NFL too?
Oh, I'm talking just collegiate, like you're watching college football. Best college.
Jonathan. So the only one I got to see in person was Jonathan Taylor.
Right, me too.
Jonathan Taylor was just. I never got the chance to really follow, like the older guard. You know what I mean? So like the Heisman Trophy winner, I was Ron Dane.
Yeah.
Never get to watch him, but like.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor, dude, he would hit that gap and he was gone. You either wrapped him up with two guys or he was gone.
Yeah.
But like James White, I always thought he didn't get enough credit, man. James White was a monster.
See, I think hands down, in my opinion, Melvin Gordon.
Yeah. Collegiately, I could see that debate.
Dude, just collegiate. Now just collegiate. Melvin Gordon.
Yeah. Who had the best pro career, though? James White.
Yeah, he had a good one.
Couple Super Bowl rings, you know.
Yeah, he had a good one. Corey Clement actually had a good one.
Yeah, he won one with the
Eagles.
Eagles, yeah. And did he score a touchdown, too? I think he scored a touchdown.
Yeah, he didn't have a bad time at all. Leo Chenault just won a Super Bowl with the Chiefs.
Yeah, linebacker.
What is that? Is that his second one?
I think it's the second one, yeah. Well, he went viral this summer because he got up in Kelsey's face. You see that? The TikTok of the Kelsey and Chanel fucking throwing down at training camp.
Were they?
Yeah.
He's tough.
I want to fuck Leo Chanel, dude. Oh, my God.
Leo Chanel is a linebacker name. Like,
yeah.
Oh, there's Leo. There's LC right there.
Yeah, Leo.
Oh, God. Be careful. He'll spit in your locker. I promise.
Yeah, he's that guy you walk past. Yeah. What are you, Mike linebacker? He'll fuck no, man, Leo.
Yes, you having a good day? He'll say, "Are the cows fed?"
Are the cows fed?
Are the cows fed?
Yeah, no shit. Oh man. We're working on some fun interviews coming up. So we are supposed to have Grant Bills tonight. That got moved. Grant is going to be on the show on Tuesday. We are kind of working on a show for Monday. I don't want to break any news yet. I'm working on logistics with the guy so he wants to do his yoga class before he comes on the show. I told him he could do the show with a tablet if he brought it with him. Just make sure it's charged because we all know I'm not going to give away who it is, but the guy likes to talk, and he talks a lot, and he knows his shit about what he talks about. So we're working on Monday with a guest, and I haven't texted with Bryce about another one. One other person might know about it because I was really pumped up about it, and I go to him. I go to Darren for just about anything I get pumped up about because he's like a brother from another mother to me. So Darren knows who might possibly be coming on that side of it. But yeah, we have some cool things in the works. I was going to message more people today because I figured You had that really good idea the other day about getting people from our past into sports world and see if we can get them on a show. And I literally messaged one guy the other day. Just, I guess it's more or less a memory. And it's a memory with you too because you were there. But at Packer training camp, like he was the first guy to sign the ball I had that Butch gave me. You know what I mean? Like that was a big deal to me. He came out of the locker room. It was him and AJ Hawk. They came up together. Did you get a glove from AJ? Because I think I got a glove from AJ. Somebody else got a glove.
I had my, and it's faded now. You should see it. I had that Ohio State mini helmet that AJ Hawk signed for me.
President of Ohio.
Yeah.
The big deal.
I had that. I bought that as special. That was a special one for AJ. Yep.
Yeah.
I hate Ohio State. I can hate Ohio State. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, those are the days, dude. Fucking
and those guys,
training camp back in the day.
Those guys help make us the sports fans we are. Like we just gotta give them an ode. Even WWE. I mean, if we could get,
you want me to get some wrestlers on, dude? I will fucking bust my ass.
Oh man, could you imagine to just talk to some of them guys about their lives and?
Dude, that's got to be the most grueling job ever. Like,
yeah, I can't imagine. Entertainer, traveler, family person.
See, I think like talking to like a mid-tier rock star too. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, music, anything, yeah.
If you're not touring, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Especially if you're not like a big band, like it's your only income. That's got to be one of those.
Making music like Taylor, you're just writing songs and
like some of these guys don't have to go on tour. You know what I mean? Like Taylor Swift doesn't have to go on tour. She doesn't want to.
No, she can be done for a while if she wants.
Yeah, she wants to do like a farewell tour or whatever. Like she doesn't need a tour. I mean, her albums do well enough. If like Avenged Sevenfold, like they released their first album in forever. It was dog shit, but everybody fucking bought it. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, I don't know. We just got to have our thoughts and prayers for Travis Kelce if it doesn't work out.
Oh, man. Can you imagine that war on Twitter when it comes out?
Yeah.
You're gonna get the Chiefs fans versus the Swifties, and it's just going to be a goddamn
Zuckerberg.
free-for-all.
Zuckerberg's going to get a hold of Travis and be like, you can go to my
Chiefs fans will be fucking Robin Banks and Taylor Swift outfits. And this will be bizarre.
Middle schoolers just losing their minds. Great show, Louis.
It was fun. We didn't really have much on the dock. It was kind of shot from the hip. I was honestly like, so Tuesday, for sure, man. I'm really excited. I'm hoping for Monday too. Like a Monday with that certain guest that we're kind of teasing. He's been on the show before. People can guess all they want, but like. Monday will be a lot of fun if he can make it work. If not, we're going to make that interview happen. He's all in. It's just a matter of getting his computer went to the shop and he's getting fixed, and then, whatever. Just sometimes things happen. We can't control anything, but yeah, we got some stuff in the pipe coming. I'm going to work on more. Motivated to get back on the airwaves and do the show again for sure. So I said 30 minutes before the show started. We're at 54 minutes. So.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and I got to get up there. I'd like to ride the bike up there and do it in person some night, especially once it starts getting nice out.
It's supposed to be sandy out there.
I'd like to go get with Bill Michaels. I'd like to go ride with him somewhere. I
do that ride every year. Grant will be on Tuesday. You can ask him all about it.
Yeah, I would love to do something like that. But yeah, Grant, what a guest! That'll be so cool.
Yeah, I'm really excited for Grant. He messaged me this morning, said he just couldn't make it work. A lot of stuff going on, which I understand. I mean,
that guy's career's taken off now. I mean, he's the fact that he's graceful enough to even acknowledge this tiny show for us to sit down. Like, I'm grateful for it. So
but if you guys are out there, make sure to subscribe to the Twitch, subscribe to the YouTube, like the Facebook, comment all you want.
Grant too.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, hit up Wisco Grant before he comes on. He's on Twitter. He responds to everything. He likes everything. Basically, if you ask a question during the show, he takes time to read everything. Thank you very much, Sean, for popping in. Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, Sean. Thank you, brother.
I'll tell you, good luck in your knee surgery, buddy. You've been due for that for a while.
Knee surgery. What is he getting done? Total or?
I don't remember offhand. He's in the IBA with me, the International Beard Club or the International Beard Alliance.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, he's a member in there, patch member. He's a president of Ohio, actually.
Oh wow. Well, hopefully he heals up.
He's from Ohio. He'll be fine. He's tougher than fucking nails like the rest of them.
They're usually pretty tough. Yeah.
Yeah, they're built different in Ohio. I don't get it.
And I served with this guy from Ohio. He was a Bengals fan. Oh man, was he something else?
Bengals fans are something else.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can about imagine. Like that's he was. I was like, this is not all of Ohio. Like this is not.
No, it's not all Ohio. The other half, they like the Chiefs. So
yeah, and this is
I like the Chiefs. They like the
AJ Green's first year Bengals. Like
yeah. So when I think of the Bengals anymore,
Vonta's perfect Bengals.
Vonta's birthday. Oh man, I will never forget seeing him on Hard Knocks with the Vegas Raiders, dude, or the Oakland Raiders now. But yeah, the one that grew. Knock on wood if you hear me. You know. Oh my god. Trying to find
all right,
that.
Louie. Well, this has been fun, man.
One second. Every time I see that every time I think of the Bengals, I always think of that freaking commercial. If I could find the thing with it.
The Bengals. Yeah, he was an interesting cat. His name was Wes Gibbs, man. He's a very nice family man, but
Shout out Wes Gibbs.
old Wes Gibbs, yeah, he flag football legend.
Flag football legend. There it
He
is.
he was a good receiver, man. He caught a lot of balls. He was good.
Anyways, I can't find that. But it's that commercial. There was a Super Bowl commercial a couple years ago when he was like, used the wrong paint. He's in the ER. He's like, he used the wrong paint.
Yeah.
Had Houday across his forehead. Oh shit.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
You used the wrong paint. Yeah, you clown. But all right, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Yeah, we'll see you Monday for sure. See you Tuesday for sure. Everyone's set in stone. We got Grantville's on Tuesday. Gonna hopefully have a show on Monday. If we don't have a guest, we'll still run a show. But Tuesday for sure, and then hopefully later in the week too, we have another guest coming on. So we're gonna be pushing some shows out. So bear with us, and thank you very much for being a part of it.
Thanks, folks.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.